In the dusty cauldron of Faisalabad, November 1989, Manoj Prabhakar etched his name into cricketing folklore with a line-hearted spell. His career best figure of 6 for 132. He toiled through 42.3 overs, sent down 4 maidens and never once let the intensity drop against arch-rival Pakistan in the second test. A craftsman of control and grit, Manoj Prabhakar, a mainstay of Indians' attack throughout the early 1990s, bowled not just with the ball, but with every sinew of his being. His relentless rhythm, unwavering focus, and burning desire made his spell a compelling symphony of seam and swing. Let's relive this rare gem, an exhibition of stamina, skill, and spirit.
के खिलाफ सन 1984-85 में और रमीज राजा इस मरतबा गेंद के ऊपर नहीं आ पाए थे। उन्होंने ऊंचा शॉट खेला और गेंद हवा में तैरती हुई सीधी मिड ऑफ पोजीशन पर आई और रमीज राजा आउट होकर पवेलियन में वापस। पहली कामयाबी भारत के लिए।
रमीज राजा ने अपने आप को कमिट किया था इस स्ट्रोक के लिए, ड्राइव के लिए, और उनका बैट भी जिस्म से बहुत आगे था और श्रीकांत ने बहुत अच्छा कैच लिया है। बहुत वेल जज्ड कैच था रमीज राजा का।
अच्छी इनिंग्स रमीज राजा ने खेली। एक मरतबा फिर ये एक्शन रिप्ले देखिए। मनोज प्रभाकर हैं बॉलर।
बैट को जिस्म से बहुत आगे ले गए थे
और अच्छा कैच था श्रीकांत का, जो बड़े मुस्तैद फील्डर हैं। तो ये पहली विकेट पाकिस्तान की गिरी। पाकिस्तान का स्कोर 105, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। अच्छी गेंद थी मनोज प्रभाकर की। ये गेंद मूव भी हुई, उठी भी। एक और अच्छी गेंद, एलबीडब्ल्यू की अपील।
तो देखना पड़ेगा रिप्ले में। मेरे ख्याल में तो लेग स्टंप से बाहर जा रही थी ये बॉल। हाँ, बहुत ही बाहर,
लेग स्टंप से बाहर थी।
वेल बॉल,
बीट हुए।
जरा तखीर से अपना बैट लेकर आए
इमरान खान।
ऑफ स्टंप से बहुत बाहर गेंद पड़ी और अंदर की तरफ आई, इसलिए लेग बिफोर की अपील। मकसूद
रिप्ले देखते हैं।
ये देखिए,
जी हाँ, ये तो आउट नहीं था और इसलिए कि बॉल विकेटों की सेध में नहीं।
अच्छी गेंद मनोज प्रभाकर की।
बैट के निचले हिस्से को लगी।
अच्छी गेंद और जावेद मियांदाद आउट। बड़ी अहम कामयाबी भारत के नुक्ते नजर से। और ये गेंद नीचे भी रही, अंदर भी आई और मनोज प्रभाकर ने ये कीमती विकेट भारत के लिए हासिल की।
ये बॉल जरा शॉर्ट गिरी थी मगर अंदर की तरफ बहुत आई और मियांदाद उसे नहीं समझ सके और कुछ जरा कदरे नीचे भी रही थी और इसलिए मियांदाद साफ एलबीडब्ल्यू आउट हो गए।
जावेद मियांदाद 13 रन बनाने के बाद आउट हुए और जावेद मियांदाद ने बड़े इत्मीनान के साथ इनिंग शुरू की थी और यूं लगता था जैसे वो एक बड़ी इनिंग खेलने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे, मगर मनोज प्रभाकर ने ये कीमती विकेट भारत के लिए हासिल की। इसके साथ ही पानी का वक्फा कर दिया गया है। तो पानी के वक्फे पर पाकिस्तान का स्कोर 193। 3 खिलाड़ियों के आउट होने पर मियांदाद आउट होने वाले तीसरे बैट्समैन 13 रन बनाने के बाद आउट हुए। एलबीडब्ल्यू मनोज प्रभाकर। उनसे पहले जो 2 खिलाड़ी आउट हुए वो हैं रमीज राजा, कॉट श्रीकांत, बोल्ड प्रभाकर।
काफी पीछे गिरी थी, बॉल अंदर की तरफ आई और मियांदाद उसे खेल नहीं सके।
जी हाँ, दूसरे एंगल से देखिए।
ये देखिए साफ आउट का।
Face back in the attack, so the helmets are on, and it's Prabhakar now to Amir.
Oh,
And that's the end of the innings, caught and bowled. So the fourth wicket is gone. Prabhakar, relief writ large on his face. That was a fairly meek shot from Amir Malik.
It was short of length, and Amar was trying to drive, but gave a return catch to the bowler.
289 for the loss of 4 wickets now, Pakistan. Amir faced 305 deliveries. There is his dismissal. Off the back foot and straight back to the bowler, who says thank you very much as he follows through and takes a simple catch.
खूबसूरत ड्राइव, कोई मौका नहीं किसी फील्डर के लिए, 4 रन। टेस्ट कैरियर की 13वीं सेंचुरी मुकम्मल की। एलबीडब्ल्यू की अपील और वो आउट। बॉल बहुत नीची रही।
रिप्ले में देखते हैं
जी,
मैं समझता हूँ
दोस्त हो रहे हैं। प्रभाकर बीट किया, लेकिन बैट के अंदर के किनारे को लगी गेंद। मफल्ड अपील थी। ड्राइव किया और इमरान आउट। अपनी बॉडी से बहुत दूर खेला और अजरुद्दीन ने बगैर किसी
और स्लिप में वो कैच आउट हुए।
इस विकेट के गिरने से पाकिस्तान को थोड़ी सी मुश्किल का सामना, अगर वो ये चाहते थे, पाकिस्तान की अगर हिकमत अमली थी कि उनको 100 से ज्यादा रन्स की सबकत हासिल हो। ये देखिए एक मरतबा फिर एक्शन रिप्ले पर ये कैच, और अजरुद्दीन ने कोई गलती नहीं की।
That one beaten, of course.
Well, I think Jishti Abbasi is bringing his left.
Ball up in the air and it's out. Caught. Caught by Tendulkar. Very good catch. Very good catch.
A fine running catch.
So that's the end of the enjoyment that we've had after lunch from Wasim Akram. There you see a slower delivery. Didn't quite get hold of it. And a fine running catch by Tendulkar. Had no mistake. So the last man in, Saleem. Delayed decision there by Kader. He was quite prepared to let that go, and just as that ball was passing him, he hung his bat out. See that clearly. And it was a very late time. His name. That's well bowled. Saleem Jaffer knowing very little about that. Kader, the non-striker's end. So the replay of that last delivery. And that is the declaration, is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is. That is the declaration.
Deprived the Kader of his double.
Well, we'll have to wait till Lahore for that declaration. So Pakistan's lead is 135. 135 is the lead. And waiting to give you the details of the Pakistan innings and a discussion with Maqsood bin Tariq Butcher.
Pakistan has batted quite well, but they have taken their time.
Bowling was Manoj Prabhakar's biggest strength. He cleverly used slower balls and could swing the ball both ways. On his best days, he was very dangerous with the new ball. He once dismissed Kepler-Wessels for 0 in back-to-back test matches, the only times Kepler-Wessels got out for a duck while playing for South Africa in test or ODIs. But on a funny note, Prabhakar also got out to Alan Labb, who never took another test wicket in his career. Manoj Prabhakar was also a handy batsman. He was later made an opening batsman playing slowly and carefully, which worked well during the 92-93 series against England. India won only one of his first 23 test matches but won 10 of his last 16. Sadly, his career ended on a low note when fans booed him in Delhi during the 95-96 World Cup after he bowled very poorly against Sri Lanka, 4 overs for 47 runs with no wicket. He was dropped for the next match and soon retired. Later, he tried to expose others in the match-fixing scandal, but it backfired when he was banned himself for being allegedly involved. After cricket, he stayed in the spotlight by entering politics, though he did not win any election. He later turned to coaching, working with Delhi team before coaching Rajasthan in 2009 and 10 season. Outside cricket, he runs a cosmetic company. Manoj Prabhakar featured in 39 test matches for India between 1984 and 1995. As a right-arm medium pacer, he claimed 96 wickets at an average of 37.30. With his best bowling figure being 6 for 132. He achieved 3 5-wicket hauls in test. With the bat, Manoj Prabhakar scored 1600 runs in 58 innings at an average of 32.65, including 1 century and 9 half-centuries, with a top score of 120, and he also took 20 catches. In the ODI arena, Manoj Prabhakar played 130 matches from 1984 to 1996. He took 157 wickets at an average of 28.87, with the best figure of 5 for 33, and secured 2 5-wicket hauls. As a batsman, he amassed 1,858 runs at an average of 24.12, including 2 centuries and 11 50s, with the highest score of 106, and took 27 catches. In domestic cricket, Manoj Prabhakar had an extensive career. He featured in 154 first-class matches, scoring 7,469 runs at an average of 41.49, including 20 centuries and 30 half-centuries, with the highest score of 229 and 74 catches. With the ball, he took 385 wickets at an average of 28.91, including 10 5-wicket hauls and 1 time 10 wickets in a match, with the best bowling figure of 8 for 52. In listed career, Manoj Prabhakar played 214 matches, scoring 4,118 runs at an average of 29.20, including 4 centuries and 25 50s, 49 catches, and with the highest score of 106. He also claimed 269 wickets at an average of 26.42, with the best bowling figures of 5 for 23, including 2 5-wicket hauls. So Manoj Prabhakar was known for his versatility, often opening both the batting and bowling for India. He achieved this rare feat 45 times in ODIs and 20 times in Test, more than any other player in both formats. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.